Hello, Sharks fans! Welcome into the Allandale Recreational Center. We are here for some exhibition action between your Barrie Junior Sharks and the visiting Cambridge Rivulettes. I'm so excited to be back for another season of Junior Sharks hockey. It's only going to be the one live stream that I'll do before the regular season, and so I'm very excited to happy to be calling this game today. Sharks were victorious in Cambridge yesterday as they traveled down the road to Cambridge and came away with a 2-1 victory against Rivulettes. Goal scorers in that game were, let me double check here, Kate Stewart and Larissa Mayer had the goals in that game yesterday, so it's exciting. Starting lineup for the Cambridge Rivulettes today: on defense, number 14, Olivia Carriere, and number 18, Marin Broderick. On the forward line for the Cambridge Rivulettes, number 10, Izzy Franco, number 21, Jenna Sharon, and number 27, Ava Strom. Starting in net for the Cambridge Rivulettes is number 31, Addison Mitchell. The lone goal scorer for the Cambridge Rivulettes yesterday was number 11, Kendra Restari, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was a very intense matchup yesterday, and looking forward to the same again today. Starting lineup for the Barrie Junior Sharks: on defense, number 7, Marin Jugnot, and number 91, Moi Moi Liu. On forward, number 22, Alex Dusome, number 34, Aaliyah Sutton, and number 92, Olivia Urbach. As Ava Sador had the game yesterday, in net today is number 45, Amelia Wilkinson. I'm really excited about this coming season. After last year's record-breaking season, the Junior Sharks finished in 7th place and qualified for the Gold League Championship. They went all the way to the semifinals and lost, but what a showing for them. And then the following weekend, they came right back and they walked away with a bronze medal to end the season in provincials. It was awesome to watch this team go from its early beginnings all the way to that bronze medal match. I'm very excited about this coming season. All the veterans coming back. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 returning players and a whole batch of new players. Most notably, 5 girls coming in from out west, and I had the chance to talk to those girls yesterday, and I'm very excited about the feel I get off of these new girls coming in and the vibes that are coming out of the dressing room, and how excited all of them are to be here and be a part of this organization, as this organization is starting to prove itself and produce some A-class skaters, and it's exciting to watch this. After today's game next weekend, they do play some exhibition games down in Mississauga. Then the following weekend, they will travel to Ottawa for a tournament. The following weekend, which is starting September the 13th and 14th and 15th, is the annual Stony Creek Showcase. And then home opener, September 22nd. Things will get going with game number 1 on that Sunday at 12:30. Very exciting. They're just announcing the starting lineups, and then we'll momentarily here get set for our national anthem. I can speak. Sure I can. National anthem. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us on this initial broadcast of the upcoming season. I'm so happy to have you along. Stand by. That's the buzzer sounding the end of warm-up. It's hard to imagine it's now August 25th and the summer has flown by and we're getting set for some more hockey action. It's hard to know how to dress. It's going to 27 degrees outside, but we have to dress for the rink. So I'm in here in a fuzzy hoodie and my jacket, and yet when I go back outside I have to take all that off because it's going to be so warm. Odd time of the year, but I'm excited to be back in the rink. For those of you who aren't aware yet, my name is Cheryl Gilroy. I am the voice and the commentator of this live broadcast. My tech director, Tim Norton, is back for another awesome season. We're so excited to be here, and today my cameraman is Josh Kotva. Josh, thanks for joining us here. We sure appreciate the help today. You don't have to giggle, it's fine. Both teams are getting their powwows around their nets, and I'm fairly certain we're going to have a national anthem. One thing I noted about talking to these girls yesterday, there's so much young talent coming in from U15 AA, both on this squad and on the Cambridge Rivulettes squad. It's awesome to see the talent grow at the younger levels, and with the inception of the PWHL. After talking with these ladies yesterday in the bus, they're so excited to have other goals to shoot for other than just school. And it's a very exciting time to be a part of the women's hockey movement, as I've been calling it since last year. Time for the national anthem. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming along on this ride here in the Allandale Rec Center for this exhibition game between the Barrie Junior Sharks and the Cambridge Junior Rivulettes. It's almost time for the 2024-2025 season, and we're all looking forward to see what these ladies can do this year. Once again, starting in net for the Barrie Junior Sharks is number 45, Amelia Wilkinson. On defense, number 7, Marin Jugnot, and number 91, Moi Moi Lu. On the forward line, number 22, Alex Dusome, number 34, Aaliyah Sutton, and number 92, Olivia Urbach. Starting on the defensive line for Cambridge, number 14, Olivia Carriere, and number 18, Marin Broderick. And on the face-off, number 27, Ava Strom for the Cambridge Rivulettes, and we are underway in this exhibition game with an early whistle for the offside. Just to finish that forward line for the Cambridge Rivulettes, number 10, Izzy Franco, and number 21, Jenna Sharon are Ava's wings. We'll have a face-off here just to the left of Wilkinson. Strom will take that drop against Aaliyah Sutton. Sharks have it off the draw, and it's going to be Jugnot behind the net as she'll try to bank it off the boards. Nope, she'll go behind Wilkinson instead to her D partner. Try to move it forward. It nearly gets onto Urbach's stick. Rivulettes bring it back the other way. That's Jenna Sharon trying to bring it in for Cambridge. Does escape of the blue line, and Sutton will try to move it forward. Puck sits there for a second, and Jugnot will dump it into the end and go off on a line change as the Rivulettes will chase into their own corner. Rivulettes can't hold the line, so the puck will escape and go the distance, and we'll have an icing call. It was exciting to watch these two teams go at it yesterday. A lot of physicality on both squads. Late in the game, unfortunately, number 10, Sonia Mehta, took a boarding call, and that ended up being a game misconduct, so she is serving a suspension right now and is not in the lineup today. Not in the lineup for the Cambridge Rivulettes is number 16, Emerson Miller. Shot in! And what a save by Addison Mitchell. My goodness. Getting props there from her teammates. In the face-off is Scorgi. It's a new addition for the Junior Sharks this year. Against Rivers for the Cambridge Rivulettes. Face-off won by the Sharks. Lloyd holds on to it at the blue line, makes a shot in, but it whistles wide past the goalpost, and the Cambridge Rivulettes will escape with it, dumping it down into the Sharks' end. Picked up by Lloyd. Scorgi right behind her as they try to work it free and out. Rivers pushing it back towards the corner and to her teammate. One of the Carswells on this team, Quinn Carswell, who was a member of this team last year. Mayer throws it in to Severn, and she's upended. Couldn't hold on to control of the pucks. Rivulettes trying to clear it out of their own end. Here comes Rivers on a mission over the blue line and will just come in offside as Carswell was just dragging her toe over the blue line and didn't come in properly. So we'll have a face-off here just outside the blue line. Lou has it off the draw and works it forward to Dion. Get it behind the net, trying to work it out in front. Comes all the way back, and Moy Lou is going to collect that and hopefully shut it over to Barrie. She does. Barrie works it forward to the red line. Picked off by Strom, and she's going to come in surrounded by 3 blue sweaters. Could not get the shot off. She does maintain control in the corner, but only momentarily. Lou's got it, works it forward for Letty, trying to work it to Barrie, and she hangs on. Makes a shot in, but only soft, and that's easily steered aside by Mitchell. Kate Stewart, one of the goal scorers for yesterday, is now on the ice, making a bid for a goal. She dumps it into the corner, picked up by the Rivulettes. They almost escape with it. Sharks holding on. Shannon Pearson getting in on the action. Had a chance to talk to Shannon yesterday as well, and what a delight she was. A lot of good vibes coming from this squad. They're all so happy. Everybody was all smiles and laughing and giggling and very excited to be a part of this new Barrie Junior Shark squad for the 24-25 season. Cambridge gets it as far as the blue line. Sharks take over. Jugnaught. Back to Lloyd and up to Jenny Keller. She's one of our imports from out west. They bid for it in the corner, picked up by Stewart. Banking in, and somehow that stays out. Must have gone off a couple of goalposts and exits. Does not find its way inside. Referee checks it. Now into the Sharks' end. Charette trying to get it out in front. Sutton with the backhand forward to Dusome. Can't collect it. Rivulettes take over. Urbach trying to get it past Carriere. Jesse Cocimiglio. I'm gonna have a hard time saying that Italian name. Cocimiglio. I'll do my best with that. I do apologize. Broderick in the corner. It was awesome to watch Broderick yesterday. She's tall and she's got a lot of steadiness at the blue line. She made a couple of really great shots from the blue line. Mitchell's got it in her glove, and we'll have a face-off just to the right. We're just in the first 5 minutes and looking for our first goal, and I'm trying to get my feet underneath me. Remember how to do this. I think you remember how to do this. Scorgi on the face-off. Strom, her rival. Cambridge wins the draw. Maddie Kim for the Rivulettes tries to battle it in the corner, surrounded by 2 Sharks. Comes out to Ristori. She was the lone goal scorer in yesterday's game for Cambridge. In the corner. Franco tries to move it out. Mayer holds onto it at the blue line. Goes back and forth over a couple of different sticks. Lou trying to push her way in, and she's got it. Looking for somebody to pass to, but she makes a shot instead. Puck loose, but nobody there to bank it in, so Mitchell puts an end to that. We've got Samantha Larmont, another new player for this year in the face-off against Rivers. Letty has it after the draw, trying to move it back in front. Vree waiting for a pass, doesn't come. They battle for it in the corner. Vree's got it now, holds on, tries a backhand. Couldn't get all the weight behind it, so the Rivulettes will get it out of the zone. Charette, back to Lloyd. Vree tries to corral that, but can't hang on to the puck. Comes into the Sharks' end. Ella Lloyd puts it up and down. It doesn't escape the rink, so it stays in play. That had height to it. Airtime. In the corner, here's Reed for Cambridge. Throws it to her D partner, Lubera. Lubera's got it again and passes it back over to Reed as the Rivulettes struggle to get it out of their own end. Lubera with it again, trying to move it forward to Carswell. Once again, there are two Carswells on this Cambridge team. Quinn Carswell's number 12, and her sister, 24, Micah, who is a newcomer this year, coming up from U15 AA in Cambridge. Stewart does a dump. Sharks go off on a couple of line changes on both lines. So Stewart will chase it, but the Rivulettes will gain possession and will pull it out. They bring it in over the blue line and couldn't get a shot off. Dion's got it and tries to move it to Dusome, but they couldn't hold on. At the point, shot in, sails wide. Rivulette's still making a bid here. Another shot in, and that's a nice block there by Sutton. Shot back in into the corner, and Wilkinson will leave that for Lou. Cambridge trying to get out in front. Sutton's got it, though, and she'll come up in the slot, and it will come as far as the red line. Urbach nearly had a run away with that. Sutton moving it forward, and it will come into the Rivulettes' end. Kim for Cambridge will try to move it out, and they do get it as far as the red line, but here's Marin Jugnot. Passes it back, shot in, what a shot! Oh my! Goal by Severin, what a pass by Jugnot, unbelievable, and the Sharks are on the board 1-0. Just about the halfway point, my goodness. It was a similar play yesterday that saw Kate Stewart score, a very similar pass. These Sharks are starting to gel, and it shows on the ice. Mayer now making a dump, and Mitchell's going to put a stop to that quickly. So 1-0 Barrie Junior Sharks. Goal scored by number 9, May Severin, with the assist, number 7, Marin Jugnot. And I have to admit, I watched Jugnot play yesterday, and I was in awe of her stick work and her feet work to hold on to that puck. And not to mention, she was a pleasure to talk to, all smiles. Sharks do have it again, but Cambridge takes over. Cambridge puts it out in front. Wilkinson with the initial stop. Puck bounces. Jugnot with it again, trying to work it free out of the corner. Burt for Cambridge trying to get in on the action. Mayer doing some pushing and shoving to the Rivulettes as the Sharks try to get it out of the zone. Cambridge holding on. Out to Reed at the blue line. She'll go in through the slot, and that just trickles in front of Wilkinson, and she managed to see that at the last minute to put the pad down. What action here in the first 10 minutes of this contest. Again, very similar to yesterday. Pearson versus Strome in the face-off dot, and that gets won by Cambridge. Sharon tries to get a shot off quickly, but couldn't get it on the front half of her stick. Olivia Letty now. Over to Kathleen Dion and back over to Charette. Sharks couldn't hold on. Cambridge trying to get it out of their own end. It does come over the blue line. They'll battle for it in front of the Cambridge bench. Dion back in her own zone. We'll wait to see who's available, and she tries to get it to Jessica Vree. Goes over her stick. Ava Strome will send it backwards to Broderick. Back and forth over the blue line it goes. Broderick over to Carriere. But it lands on Stewart's stick, and she tries to feed it to Jenny Keller. Couldn't quite maintain control, and it will escape, and that will be icing. You're 9 minutes gone in this contest already? Wow. Fast-moving game so far. Shannon Pearson will once again square off against Davis Strome, won by the Sharks. They'll pass it around as Jenny Keller tries to get her stick on it. Doesn't maintain control for long. Here comes Jenna Sharon. Only 4 returnees here on the Cambridge Rivulettes from last season, with a bunch of new U15 AAs coming in, so a brand new squad for them. Shot in, and a nice snag there by Mitchell. After the draw, Sharks try to get out in front of the blue line, and it will escape past the red line, and here come the Rivulettes. Try to work it past. That was Micah Carswell, the other Carswell. I don't want to say the other, the second Carswell. Maddie Kim holds on to it, but has to take a step back as Rivulettes were offside. Stewart will dump it down in before going off on a line change, and that will be icing because it was on the other side of the red line, so we'll have a stoppage in play exactly at the 10-minute mark. Rivers to take the drop, and then we'll change centers here for Barrie. Pearson will take it instead. Down to the corner. Lou trying to work it forward, and it does come into the neutral zone. Micah Carswell trying to move it forward, and Stewart has shoved off that pretty quickly. Lou's got it again. She'll bring it over the red line and make a dump. She'll go off on a line change as Aaliyah Sutton comes on to try to grab that puck from the corner. Alex Dusome as well, as she'll battle Rivers for it. She'll hold onto it, but she's knocked off her feet. No call. Carswell bringing it in, but she's roadblocked by Lloyd. Couldn't get too far with that puck. Sharks will get it. It'll kick off the skate of Alex Dusome, but the Sharks do manage to get it into the Rivulette's end. Mitchell will leave it for Lubera, her defense. Back and forth behind the net. Here comes Reed. That nearly went into the open door as the Sharks were on a change. Really good back and forth action. The puck really isn't maintaining. Oh, here's May Severin on a break. Shot in. Great save by Mitchell. Another great save off the rebound, and she's been tested a lot in this opening frame. Out in front again. Sharks couldn't hold on as that puck just bounced out. As I was saying, a lot of back and forth action. Puck really isn't staying in the end zones a lot, going a lot back and forth. Almost feels like a bit of a tennis match going back and forth, but it's good action both ways. Both goalies have been busy, but I think Mitchell's seen a couple of more shots than Wilkinson. Dion over to Lou, and she'll put it into the corner. Sharks are running with 5 defensemen today as number 10, Sonia Mede, is sitting due to that suspension, so 5D. The Sharks will cycle through. Broderick trying to get it out to the red line. It'll come into the Sharks' end. Dion trying to get to it first, and she does. Tries to feed it around behind the net, not successful, as Burt wants to get in on the action and try to get it out in front. As I'm sure the Rivulettes would like to get a equalizer here before the end of the period, and they nearly do there. The puck did a couple of jumps there in the zone there in the crease, but no go. Pass up to Severin does not meet the target, so Burt's going to come back the other way with it. She's all by herself, but she cuts in, makes a shot, and there will be a stoppage in play. There is an errant stick on the ice. I don't know whose it is, but they will collect that and return that to the proper bench, I'm sure. I am going to marvel at this right now because now we're past the halfway point, and there were a lot of penalties called in yesterday's game, and there's been no penalty called so far. Rivulettes had 3 different 5-on-3s against the Sharks yesterday. Sharks spent a lot of time in the penalty box, and I'm happy to see that that has not continued through to today, and we're playing a nice, clean game on both sides. Izzy Franco trying to work it back into the Sharks' end. Marin Jug not having other ideas. Larmond over to Letty. She'll get past Restari. It'll feed right past Mitchell. She'll let it fly. Sharks trying to get it out into the slot area. Behind Mitchell, picked up by Kim. Back and forth, Kim trying to get it over to Sharon. Letty holds on to it, make a dump, and they'll go off on a line chain with some fresh fins on the ice. Puck will escape and go the distance, and that will be icing against Cambridge. Pearson in to take the drop again against Throme. I have a feeling I'll be seeing that matchup a lot. Sharon will dump it. Wilkinson will hold on and leave it for Adrielle Charette. Tip out there for Jenny Keller. She tries to get around on the red line, but couldn't move it in the zone. Sharks still haven't. Over to Kathleen Dion, and she'll dump it into the corner. Shannon Pearson giving it chase. Reed for Cambridge has got it and tries to play keep away. Out in front! Great opportunity there for the Sharks to get another goal in, but Mitchell ready for that. We'll have Sutton versus Rivers. Rivers did get herself on the scoreboard yesterday. She had the assist in the lone goal yesterday for Cambridge. These two teams were fairly evenly matched last season. Sharks finished in 7th place as the Cambridge Rivulettes finished in 9th. But again, brand new squads for both of these, as more than half of the squads for each of them have now changed hands and brand new players coming in. Fresh season starting, so anything is possible for both of these squads coming into this brand new season. Adrielle Charette will send it back to Dion. Trying to move it forward to Sutton. Shot in there by Carswell, couldn't get a full stick on it. Dion picking it up. Sharks will dump it in. That's Dussault, and she'll go off on a line change. Approaching the 5-minute mark remaining here in the first period. 1-0 Barrie Junior Sharks. On a goal by number 9, May Severn. Moi Lou. Trying to get it out. Nope, she has her pocket picked. Manages to get it back somehow, and she gets it into the neutral zone and up to Mayer, who will dump it in. Moi Lou is a transport in. She played for the Brampton Junior Canadettes, and she's now with us here at the Barrie Junior Sharks. So excited to see her join the roster. So welcome aboard, Moi Moi Lou. Shot in there by Cambridge. Wilkinson sees that easy enough and steers it towards the corner. Cambridge makes another shot, and Wilkinson says, I'll just catch that, thanks. It's exciting coming into this season. So many postseason commitments on the squad already. There were 5 in total by the end of last season, and already we have 8, and we have not dropped the puck in the regular season yet. It's very exciting. Both of our goaltenders have been signed on to schools. And the beauty of that is we've got one of them for another season after this season. It's just exciting to be a part of this organization at this point. A story in the corner trying to clear it. It'll go back the other way. Sharks hold on. This is Ella Lloyd sending it down deep for Letty. Letty looking around, can't hang on. It'll come back into the corner for Samantha Larmont. And Mitchell will put a stop to that. Too busy for her in the crease, so she'll put a stop to that. The other postseason commitments we have, number 7, Marin Jugnot, May Severn. Number 18, Riley Scorgi. 47, Shannon Pearson. 82, Kate Stewart. So it's exciting to see this many postseason commitments, and I'm hoping to announce even more as we go through this 24-25 season. Keller gets a shot off, but that's deflected and into the corner. Holding on at the blue line, and Mitchell's going to put a stop to that. Once again, the home opener is September the 22nd. That's at 12:30 in the home rink at East Bayfield. Sharks will keep themselves busy until then. They've got some training happening this week. They've got some exhibition games down in Mississauga at the Ford Performing Arts Center, or Performance Arts Center down there, where the Toronto Maple Leafs practice. They're off to Ottawa for a tournament. Whoa, and it squeaks in underneath Mitchell. I didn't see who had last touch. Let's see who leads the charge. It looks like it's Shannon Pearson. Good things happen when you keep putting the puck on the net, and it was busy in front of Mitchell, and it just squeaked underneath her. So I believe that was scored by Shannon Pearson. 2-0 Barrie Junior Sharks. And once again, we're down to less than 3 minutes, and nobody has sat in the penalty box. Was Shannon Pearson. I can't quite make out who the assists are, but I will find that out. In any case, it's 2-0 Barrie Sharks. So, Tim, did you just add some cheering there after that goal? Did you have a little sound effect?
Oh, air horn.
A little horn?
Drive-time radio.
That's awesome. No, I said I wanted to improve the broadcast this year. We're going to have more special effects going into the season, or...
Yeah.
Looks like Tim is determined to have even way more fun than he had last year. So. Sharks battle forward in the neutral zone. Sutton trying to pass it up to Dussault, and she'll get there, make a shot, and makes no mistake. Oh my goodness, what a bullet. Right from the face-off dot to the left of Mitchell, and it's 3-0. What a shot by Dussault. Sharks making a statement early. And like I said, it's all been 5-on-5, all even strength action. Both goalies have been busy. Mitchell being a little bit busier, and she has made some outstanding saves in this contest, and we're only in period number 1. Excuse me. One thing I've already recognized the difference between last year and this year, not knocking the team from last year, is the difference in speed and passing. Much cleaner passing. Again, not knocking last year's squad at all, but the passing is amazing, and the speed of this team has been awesome to witness just in these last 2 games, today and yesterday. Rivulettes have got some good young talent on their squad as well. Lots of speed there. Mitchell will leave it for Reed as we're about to approach the final minute of play in the first period. And man, did that go by fast. Ella Lloyd in her own end, through neutral, weaving around everybody, including Wilkins for Cambridge. Mayer trying to work it back, and she will get back to that puck, and she will dump it in and go on a line change. Final minute of play. Around for Adriel Charette. And then to Jugnot, and she will get rid of it and send it down. Roderick look to see the options to try to get it to the red line. Carswell trying to work it forward. They collide at the blue line, and Carswell comes in backwards, so that will be an offside call. Of a face-off here. Larmond versus Rivers. It's won by the Sharks. Charette setting it over to Dion. Intercepted there by Micah Carswell, and she'll dump it back down in and give it chase. Charette's got it. She'll bank it off the boards and into the corner to Dion on the other side. Final 10 seconds here. What a first frame. 3 goals. Shots on goal for Barrie, 15. Cambridge only had 5 shots. It looked closer than that to me, but I'm not the scorekeeper. But great action, 3-0. Again, goals scored by May Severn, Shannon Pearson, and Alex Dusson with that bullet. Just amazing. All right. I need a break. You guys need a break? That was a fast period. I'll step aside. Come on back for the second period, folks. Once again, thanks a lot for joining us here at the Allandale Rec Center. I'll see you on the flip side. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting set here for the second frame. It's 3-0 Barrie Junior Sharks, and what a fantastic first period that was for the Sharks. Rivulettes, I'm sure, will look to bounce back. Shots on goal again for the first period were 15-5 in favor of the Barrie Junior Sharks. Sharks will come in and the teams will flip-flop sides here. We got a minute to go before we get set for puck drop. Once again, thanks for joining the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming along. So happy to have you here. And if you're sitting down watching a hockey game with it so beautiful outside, then you must be a dedicated hockey fan. So definitely glad to have you here, because it is gorgeous outside. Summer is getting ever so close to its end as we approach Labor Day. Bittersweet. Hate to see the summer go, but we know what follows the season of summer, and that is hockey season. So, fair trade-off, right? Looks like to start period number 2, we've got Rivers, Carswell on the wings. Awesome for Cambridge, and it looks like it's going to be Dusome, Urbach, and Sutton. Jugnot and Lou on the defense for Barrie. Kim and Rastori on the defense for Cambridge, and we are underway for period number 2. Sharks bring it in. Kim will battle for it in the corner, surrounded by 2 Sharks. Whoops, with the puck. Leaves the puck sitting there. Here's Maddie Kim. Rivulettes tried to clear it out. Jugnot holding on to the blue line, but couldn't keep it, so she'll pass over to Lou. They'll play a couple of games of catch here. Lou's got it now as Jugnaught was being hampered by Quinn Carswell. Sharks are going to line change, and it will be picked up behind the net by Kim, and she'll wrap it around the boards and out to Rivers. Rivers couldn't hold on. Coach Amiglio trying to bring it in. Mayer trying to work it free, but it's going to be Ella Lloyd holding on. They'll backhand it to the blue line and get it out. Rivulettes trying to bring it right back in, but here comes Ella Lloyd. Try to pass over for a deflection. Doesn't quite work, but with an opportunity there by Ella Lloyd. Goes right through the crease. Rivulettes have got it. Over to Reed. Reed trying to get around her defensive partner, Lubera, and could not manage to do it. Lubera's got it behind the net now. Mayer to the blue line. Trying to get past Severin, but she knocks it down instead, and it will trickle out. Dion and Charette will hamper Burt for Cambridge to get to that puck. They'll wrap around the corner as the Rivulettes try to get it out in front into the slot area to try and get a shot in, as they are down now 3-0 coming into the second period. Sharks dominating the first period. See, it was a bit more back and forth yesterday, and Rivulettes had much more opportunity on the power play. Not getting those chances today, as nobody has sat in the sin bin today. Good, clean game. Back to Broderick, trying to move it forward. Letty. She'll lose it for a second. We'll bring it right back in. They'll battle for it down in the corner. Right in front of Wilkinson. Rivulettes trying to turn into the slot area, but picked up by Moi Moi Lu. Good clean pass out to the blue line. Keller trying to work around Kim, doesn't work. Rivulettes coming back the other way. Off the boards. Franco trying to bring it in, but she's got two Sharks in front of her, and that doesn't work. Stewart in the corner, upended, and they both go into the boards, but gently, both of them get up and get going, no problem. Sharon handing it over. Here's Ristari trying to move it forward, and Sharon's got some space, but couldn't hold on to the puck long enough to make it worth her time. Out in front. Strome. No, it's going to come up to Erbach. She'll fire. Nice save there by Mitchell as she tracked that nicely. Out to Franco. Over the red line. She'll bring it in and she'll drop it to her partner. Couldn't hold on, so the Sharks have it. Awkward bounce as Wilkinson tried to get it out of her crease, and that hit a couple of bodies, but they do maintain control. It'll come all the way out, but just over Dussaume's stick, and it will go the distance, and we will have an icing call against Barrie. That's the first 5 minutes almost already gone. My goodness. Once again, I'll say it. I'm marveling at the speed. Both teams and how fast the period is running. Sutton over to Lloyd, and they'll try to work it out. Rivulettes hold on. This is Rivers. Trying to work it to Carswell. Carswell comes in to give her a hand, but that'll squeak out to the opposite corner. Dussaume on the near side boards, couldn't hold on. Reed putting it back the other way. Carswell's sticks go flying, but she's got it back in her hands now. Play continues. Jugnaught in the corner, trying to get it out. Goes behind, and Jugnaught will go to the bench for a line change with some fresh defensive fins. On the near side boards, picked up by Micah Carswell. Once again, back and forth. Here we are back at the red line. Back to Mayer. Sharks try to get out in front. Sharks try to hold on to it, but it does flip over that blue line, so there will be a stoppage and play on the offside. Scorgie will face off against Styles. Styles is U15 AA coming in from last year. Good young talent on both these squads coming in from U15 AA. It's awesome to see the talent at that age group. I indicated that before. It's amazing how far the game of hockey has come for these young ladies. Out to the blue line. Letty holding on to it. Broderick will collect it in her own corner. Oh, Severn, nice backhand, but the pad was down for Mitchell. Good heads-up play by Addison Mitchell. Lou trying to move it forward to May Severn. Holding on at the blue line. It will squeak out. Burt's going to go on a bit of a skate. She'll come in, try to center it. She's hauled down, and that is going to be the first penalty of the game. That'll be for boarding. So with 13:53 to go in the second period, Rivulettes will have their first power play opportunity. Marin Jugnot will sit 2 minutes for boarding. Get your power play. Oh, you do have it there. Look at you. You're sharp, Tim. I see it there. Yay! Puck will escape and come all the way down past the goal line. Mitchell will leave it for her defense, Ristori. She's tied up by Vree, but it'll go right back onto Maddie Kim's stick. Moving it forward. Let's see what the Rivulettes can do on the power play. The lone goal that came yesterday was on a 5-on-3. So they have had success on the power play. Behind the net, short-handed. The Sharks going to have an opportunity here. Nope, Rivulettes will clear it. It'll come out to Kathleen Dion at the red line. Charette will send it back down. Kim and Ristori, the defense, will exchange the puck. Out to Sharon. Can't hold on to it, and then will escape and go the distance. And that will be icing against the Rivulettes. 1 minute gone in that penalty. 1 minute left. It'll be Strom in the face-off dot, and she'll square off against Olivia Urbach. She's pushed out of the face-off dot, so Stewart will take the drop, and that's won by Cambridge. Out to the blue line, Sharks will backtrack. Lloyd sending it back down in, and this looks more like a Junior Sharks power play than it does a Cambridge power play, as they're keeping it into the Rivulettes' end and maintaining control. Unfortunately, that's going to change things with 26 seconds left to go in the power play. Rivulettes will have a 5-on-3 opportunity. Ugh. That looks like an ejection. That looks very similar to Sonia Meta's infraction yesterday, and Ella Lloyd will leave this game. Huh. Sharks will have to send somebody to the penalty box to sit that 2 minutes. So the officials really cranking down on these boarding calls. It's a second defenseman now for the Barrie Junior Sharks that they're going to lose. So they're going to have to run with 4D now for the remainder of this game. And who knows for how long after this game. So 5-on-3 here for 20 more seconds for Cambridge. They'll see if they can't get a goal on the board. Out to Reed. Shot, deflection. Wilkinson ready for that. Rivulettes continue to pass around. Try deflection out in front for Carswell. Doesn't work. Judnott back on the ice. Minute and a half of 5-on-4. Shot in, and Wilkinson sees the first one, sees the second one. Puck still staying out of the net. My goodness. Reed. Deflection over. Libera made the shot, and his whistles over Wilkinson's head. We'll have another stoppage here. Just a minute 18 left in the power play for Cambridge. We'll see how Coach Eldridge changes the lines. Only have 4 defensemen now. Rivulettes holding on. My goodness, Carriere holding on to that puck at the blue line as she's being bothered by Alex Dusome in the corner. It'll pop out. 50 seconds remaining in the power play for Cambridge. They've had a couple of really good shots. Wilkinson standing their ground. Some more pushing and shoving as Scorgi loses her stick. Larissa Mayer will step on, and she'll try to maintain control of that puck. Carrier muscles her way onto it, and the Rivulettes have got it. This is Rivers. Rivers trying to work it forward. She'll drop pass it to Carswell, trying to feed it to Coach Miglio. Shot in the slot. Restori going for a skate. She come as far as the red line. Couldn't maintain control, and Stewart, who was serving that penalty for Lloyd, will step on. We're back to 5-on-5 as we approach the halfway mark. Shot in the slot, and Wilkinson's got it. That shot made by Lauren Stiles. Stiles will take that face off against Larmont. It'll come into the corner. Excuse me, Ella Lloyd was the one who left, not Marin Jugnot. I do apologize. Getting the 7s mixed up. Ella Lloyd was the one who exited this game. Still a defenseman. Reed behind her net. Lets the Shark fly by, maintains control of that puck, and it will come to the neutral zone. This is Adrielle Charette. Sharks trying to get around in front, but the Rivulettes will clear it. That's Quinn Carswell getting it out. Okay, so Ella Lloyd is back on. I thought there was an ejection here. Am I missing something? I thought she left the game. In any case, there's going to be another penalty called against Adrielle Charette. Another power play opportunity for Cambridge. Strong will take the face off, and the Cambridge Rivulettes do win that. Over to Broderick. She'll wait and she'll fire it in, trying a deflection. That sails through the crease and out the other end. Back to the red line for Broderick. Pearson doing a backtrack, trying to gain control of that puck. Rivulettes holding on. This is Strome. Up to Franco. Sharks will get rid of it with a minute and a half left in the penalty. So we had a clean first period. Looks like second period's back to what we had yesterday. Pass back to Broderick. I'd like to take this opportunity as we now pass the halfway marker, take the opportunity to welcome in all viewers from Cambridge who are watching the live stream. Thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate the live stream yesterday from your barn. Happy to have you here in Barrie. Three nothing Barrie Junior Sharks, and the Rivulettes are looking to get on the board for you guys who are all watching. Lacey Rivers takes the draw, but it's won by the Sharks. Puck will come all the way down to Mitchell. Just about 30 seconds, 40 seconds remaining in the penalty. Bang on the boards as the Sharks try to get it out in front. Severn trying to get her stick on that puck. Surrounded by three white sweaters, so she's making a good effort there. 25 seconds left in the penalty, and it will finally come back into the Sharks' end. Kathleen Dion trying to get her stick on it to clear it out. Shot made by Carswell, but it slides through the blue and out the other end. It'll touch a couple of different sticks as they try to work it back into the slot area and try to get a shot off. 2 seconds remaining, and this power play will go for naught. Charette back on the ice. Ready for a pass and a deflection. That nearly worked. Almost banked off of Letty's stick. Rivulettes back the other way and a shot in. Wilkinson with the save. Rebound available, but the Rivulettes couldn't tuck it in. There are 5 defensemen, but I could swear somebody left the ice. Maybe I'm wrong. It was a very similar infraction to Sonia Medes yesterday, so maybe. Actually, no, I can't even guess as to what the deal was with that. It matters not. There are 5 defensemen on, so let's just leave it at that. Lubera over to Reed, and she'll try to work it out in front for Coach Miglio. One more Lou was now collects that and send it back down into the Rivulettes' end. Reed trying to work it free. Pearson wants a handle of that, but Bert's got it for Cambridge. Back to Reed. Over to Lubera, who works it into the center for Stiles, but it goes by her stick. Oh, she maintains control with it. Tries to bring it into the Sharks' end, but picked up by Lou. Broderick will chase for it. Icing waved off. They'll collide there on the far end. Puck comes right back into the Rivulettes' end. Broderick trying to move it forward for Hoban. Go back and forth, and they'll try to battle for it in the corner. Carswell trying to dig it out from underneath Lloyd. Shot in by Carrier. Blocked by a couple of Finns. This is Aaliyah Sutton down the corner. She'll backhand it, trying to feed over to Adrielle Charette. That sails right over Wilkinson's head and out the other end and into the neutral zone. So Carrier will backtrack. Sends it back up to the red line for Strome. I'm wondering if Ava Strome's in relation to all the Stromes we see in the NHL. Could be related. Who knows? Down into the corner for Adrielle Charette. She'll backhand it to Lloyd. They'll lift it. Lloyd will lift it and get to the red line. Kim trying to send it back. Kim's got it behind Mitchell, and Mitchell has not seen as much action this period as she did the first period. Score remains 3-0. As we're approaching the 4-minute mark remaining in the second frame. Kim Behind the net, picked up by Lou, and she tries to tuck it in with the wraparound. Doesn't quite work. This is Dion. Over to Lou. Trying to bank off the boards and pull it in. Picked up by Kim. Over to the corner, trying to get it out of dodge and out of harm's way. Trying to get out in front with Scorgi, but again, the Rivulettes take over. Doing a great job keeping it out of their own end, but can't stop the Sharks from coming right back. A lot of back and forth over that Cambridge blue line. With 3:33 remaining in the second period. 3-0 Barrie Junior Sharks. Once again, thank you for joining us here on the live stream, folks. So happy to have you along. Cross-ice pass on the far side. Sharks trying to make another bid here for a goal. Down low. Marin Jugnot's going to collect it in her own end and move it forward for Letty, but she's behind the play, and it will get to Mitchell, and she'll put a glove over that for a stoppage in play. Once again, these Sharks are keeping themselves busy before the regular season. Next weekend, they've got, I believe it's 4 exhibition games down in Mississauga. Then the following weekend, which it's the weekend after Labor Day weekend, they will hit the road for a tournament in Ottawa. And they'll come right back for the showcase in Stony Creek. So some full weekends from here on in for the Barrie Junior Sharks. Out in front, and Mitchell's got that under her glove. And then, of course, the home opener is Sunday, September the 22nd at 12:30 back in the Shark Tank. Hard to imagine the regular season's that close already. Ooh, shot in there by Sutton. That's deflected and goes up, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Face off one by the Sharks is Dion at the blue line. She'll slide it over to Stewart. Sutton collects it in the corner and tries to work it free, as does Keller. Broderick getting in on the action for Cambridge and trying to get it out of her own end. Sharks maintain control in the Rivulettes end, try to get it out in front. Out to Dion at the blue line. Over to Charette, and she'll send it in, but that's blocked by Broderick, and she'll clear it. Picking up on that is Burt, but she can't get around Charette before she's upended. 2-minute warning. And again, another fast-paced period. Lormont didn't get very far. Rivulet's sending it back into the Sharks' end. Pass out to Scorgi, and she's got some space in front of Kim, and she makes a shot for the top corner, and she scores. Oh my, what a shot by Riley Scorgi. Thanks for that, Tim. I'm going to enjoy that. Scorgi had a lot of room, and she made a target for the upper left-hand corner, and it banked in. It was awesome. For nothing, Barrie Junior Sharks as we approach the final 90 seconds of this second period. Rivulette's battling as hard as they can. They want to get on the board. Wilkins trying to bring it over the red line for Rivulettes. They'll battle for it right in front of the Rivulettes bench. Scorgi trying to pull it out, as is Larmont. It will squeak away to the defense and will come on the other side. Here's the near side for Alex Dusome. Doesn't get far. It'll come back the other way. Approaching the final minute mark here of the second period. Sharks trying to clear it out of their own end. Carswell gets it into the Sharks' end. Franco trying to get on it and get it out in front. It's going to be another stoppage and play for a penalty call. Looks like a misconduct against Larissa Mayer. So once again, the Rivulettes are on another power play. They'll wrap up here on the second period, and will, if nothing happens, it'll carry into the third. Things getting quite physical. Over to Reed at the blue line. She'll wait, try to pass it over to Franco, but she was out of position and couldn't accept the pass. Broderick over to Reed. Again trying to slide over to Franco. Doesn't work. Intercepted by Lloyd. Shot in by Broderick, and she's got a heck of a shot from the blue line. It's powerful. Reed at the blue line trying to bounce it down to Strome. This is May 7, but she couldn't get around Broderick. Short-handed. Final 10 seconds of the second. Bree gets pushed off the puck. Rivulettes maintain control, and they'll get it out of their own end and up to Izzy Franco. Well, quite a different second period. Sharks do get another goal from Riley Scorgi. But a few more power plays here for the Cambridge Rivulettes as things are getting physical. Take another breather here, and we'll come back here for the third period. Once again, thanks for joining us, folks. I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the third period. Hey there, Tim. I'm getting a bit of an echo on my headset. I don't know what the... Oh, that's better. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a technical difficulty there. So Larissa Mayer is going to step back into the box for the remainder of her penalty with 1:13 left. Rivulette's still on the power play. I did walk down and talk to the scorekeeper, and it was number 92, Olivia Urbach, and I had my numbers mixed up again. Urbach was ejected out of this game, so looked to be a similar infraction to Sonia Meta, so she's going to be facing a suspension as well. But Olivia Urbach is a forward, not a defense. So now we're down 1D and 1F. Let's hope the goaltenders aren't next. Once again, folks, thanks for joining the live stream. So happy to have you along with us. Looking forward to another fantastic season of Barrie Junior Sharks action. I'm looking forward to being back in the Shark Tank in the very near future. Strom is going to take this face-off against Sutton, and we'll get set for our third and final frame. Once again, my name is Cheryl Gilroy, and I'm here alongside my tech director, Tim Norton, and my cameraman, Josh Kotva. Happy to have you along, ladies and gentlemen. Shot in to Wilkinson with the easy steer aside with the paddle. Rivulette's holding on. Out the other side for Lubera, but she can't hang on to the blue line, and it will escape as Dusom's trying to give it chase, but it comes on to Reed Stick, and Rivulette's trying to bring it right back in. Dusom collecting it, will lift it, but that will go way over everybody's head, and everybody had to put their hands in front of their face and duck. 4-0 Barrie Junior Sharks, with the goals coming from May Severn, Riley Scorgie, Alex Dusome and Shannon Pearson. I'm really excited about this Barrie Junior Sharks squad. Cambridge Rivulettes has got some great young talent on their squad. Most notably, I've noticed the defense has been very solid. It'll come to the defense, Broderick. She can't quite hold on. The Sharks will clear it out into the neutral zone. Offside call there. Just 30 seconds remaining in the power play for Cambridge. That'll be Scorgi to take the face off. Collected by Burt, and she'll try to bring it into the near boards, and they lose their footing. Seven nearly went with her. Rivulette's doubling back. Mitchell will leave it for Carriere, but it'll come all the way over to Broderick. Stiles trying to move it forward, but she's sent backwards into her own end as they'll battle for it behind Mitchell. Mayer back on the ice, back to 5-on-5. She'll collect that puck and try to work it into the slot, but she's hampered by two Rivulettes. Over to Ella Lloyd. Out in front, nearly connected with Mayer, but she lost her footing and couldn't connect with the puck. Shot in by Charette from the blue line, and Mitchell's got that in the glove. We'll have a face-off here to the right of Mitchell. It'll be Rivers versus Pearson. Sharks win the draw. Lou's got it, sends it back down for Pearson as they try to get it out in front. Vree over to Dion at the blue line, and back to Vree down in the corner. Two white, two blue jerseys, and the white jerseys will come away with it into the neutral zone, and a pass over on the red line over to Micah Carswell. She's steered backwards at the red line by Lou, and back to the defense for Ken. Carswell tries to make a go of it, but that's hampered in front by Lou. Rivulettes continue. Another deflection, and that's stopped by Lou. Pearson gets it out and backhands, and that will go the distance. Enough for icing? Yep, that'll be enough for icing. So for those of you Shark fans who are watching, I will be streaming another game this afternoon. U18 AA has got an exhibition game as they welcome in the Markham Stouffville Stars, and that'll be over on the U18 AA Facebook page. So if you want more junior hockey or minor hockey, by all means, jump over to Facebook and watch that live stream. Looking forward to that. And if you're a Barrie Sharks parent or a family member and looking for some live streaming of your child, by all means, reach out to the coaches. I'm happy to stream any Shark game. Sutton to the slot for Keller, just behind her stick. Most of the Barrie Sharks now do have their own Facebook pages, but there is a Barrie Sharks game stream Facebook page, which I have streamed to numerous times in the past few years. And again, happy to do anybody's team, anybody from U13A all the way down to a house league game. So please, if you're interested, please reach out. I want to help these ladies get exposure as much as possible. Grow the game. Shot to Keller, and she puts it in top right, not nearly to the shelf, but she gets a goal, and that makes it 5-0 Junior Sharks. Rivulette's still battling. They want to see if they can't get on the board in this frame. Out in front, shot in by Broderick, and that sails wide, and she's got a heck of a shot. She stepped in and pulled that stick back and made a great shot. Just sailed a little bit wide of that goal post. Larmont battling with Carriere, but Carriere holds on and sends it over to Strom. Strom will drop it down to her defense as they try to bring it out into the neutral zone. It does get there. Charette will chase it in her own end. Wilkinson makes sure it doesn't get past her into the net. We'll have a stoppage in play here. Stiles will take this drop off against Shannon Pearson, and that's won by the Rivulettes. Out in front, into the slot, shot in by Ristori, and that was blocked by 2 or 3 different players in the front, and it did not meet its target. Puck will escape and come all the way back into the Rivulettes' end, and that will be icing. Wow, 5 minutes gone already. I'll say it again, I feel like a broken record, how fast-paced this game is. Like, it really is moving quickly. I realize that the periods are still 20, but it still feels like it's moving faster than that. Kim at the point. What a block by May Severin, my goodness. May Severin, number 9, she scored her first goal in this contest, and you can just see that she's hit another level of play. Last year was her first year with the Junior Sharks coming in from U15 AA, and you could just see that she's hit a different level in her development. Here come the Sharks. Shot deflected. That's Letty trying to make a bid for a goal. The Sharks are up 5-0, but there's still more to be done. I'm sure the Sharks want to keep working at. There is going to be a call, though, so the Rivulettes are going to be on another power play as tripping is called against number 16, Olivia Letty. Want to send a big shout out to my favorite fan. My mom is watching. I just got a message saying that she is watching the live stream, and she's always been a big fan of mine. So, hi, Mom. Thank you for being one of my biggest supporters. Much appreciated, Mama. Can't wait to see you soon. Reese Reed down in the corner trying to move it forward, but the Sharks hang on to it, and that just sails over Mitchell's glove and into the corner. 30 seconds of that penalty has expired. Rivulette's still working on yet another power play. It seemed to be all that yesterday. Sharks holding on at the blue line. Scorgis trying to send over to Stewart. Doesn't work. Rivulette's bring it out. Micah Carswell comes in and does manage to bring it in onside, even though she was skating backwards. Over in the far corner. And it'll sail all the way down and onto Mitchell's stick. Line changes for both squads. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left in that penalty to Letty. Again, she was assessed 2 minutes for tripping. Jenny Keller, she's also got a goal today. Tries to work it out in the slot area, and she nearly got a shot off, but Reese Reed managed to lift her stick at the last minute, so she couldn't make good on that. They'll battle for it down in the corner. Rivulette will have a seat as her partner will get it out to the blue line and out into the neutral zone. Charette will send it back down into the corner as they still fight off this penalty. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty to Letty. Sharks have been on the penalty kill a lot in the second period, and now we're into the third period. Sharks have yet to have their own power play. Ava Strom over the blue line, trying to cut in, but she's cut off by Ella Lloyd for Barrie. Penalty has now come to an end, 5-on-5, as Letty tries to take advantage of that puck. Sharks will clear it. Dusson pushes it forward as she tries to work her way around Carriere. She'll get to it first down the corner as she'll battle to keep on that puck. Ava Strom getting in on the action, and the Sharks still maintaining control at the blue line. It will sit there. Dion keeping it in the zone. It'll escape out to May 7, and she'll send it back to her D. Moi Lu, and she'll send it forward. Scorgi dumps it into the corner. Trying to get it out into the slot. Moi Lu will fire, and that does not miss by much. Kathleen Dion in her own end. Bit of a deflection, so it stays in the Sharks' end. Larmond over to Lou, and she'll send it forward for Scorgi. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to Riley Scorgi. She's one of our imports from out west. All the ladies from out west are really happy to be here. Hit down by Sharon as the Rivulettes try to maintain control in front of the Sharks' end, and they really do want to get on the board before the end of this game, down 5-0. They haven't taken their foot off the gas, though. You can still see the intensity in the Rivulettes as they still battle to get a goal. That'll be an icing call against the Rivulettes, and we'll have a face-off way back in the Rivulettes' end. Just about approaching the halfway mark here in the third period, folks. So glad you decided to join us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Sharks have got it after the draw. It's Olivia Letty trying to get it into the slot. Bree couldn't settle it down. It'll bounce a couple of different ways, and the Rivulettes will hold on. Out the other side, picked off by Ella Lloyd, and she makes the bid and almost has a backhand for Aaliyah Sutton. Just couldn't put it in. My goodness. What a good heads-up play by Ella Lloyd. Lloyd's got it again. Picked off by Restori. Here she comes all on her own. She'll wait, tries to put it out in front, but she's got no help in front of the crease. I'm sure she's a bit gassed, and she'll go off on a line change after that race. Woo, that sits there. Wilkinson couldn't control it. She tries to get a handle on it now, and she will. My goodness. Lauren Stiles for the Cambridge Rivulettes will take this drop against Shannon Pearson. Sharks will bring it in. Stewart does a dump. Trying to get it out in front as she holds on. Rivulettes manage to work the sticks on the puck. Oh, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied here late in the third. Blah, blah, blah. At the red line for Jenny Keller. Want to make sure I welcome all of those who are following your girls here who are coming in from out west, out from the Edmonton and Calgary area. Happy to have you on the live stream and watching, and looking forward to bringing you the action as your girls are far away from home. Adriel Charette all on her own, surrounded by 4 white sweaters, couldn't cut through everybody, and the puck will escape and back out to the neutral zone. Moi Lu over to Charette. It'll bounce, and Mitchell will corral that into her gloves for a stoppage and play. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the third period. So as I said earlier, the Sharks are on the road for the next 3 consecutive weekends. And the home opener will be Sunday, September the 22nd at 12:30 in the Shark Tank. So hope to have you there live, and if not, watching. Face off between Rivers and Scorgi, I think. Yep. Tries to do a backhand, and she puts it in, and she's got 2 goals today. Barrie Junior Sharks making a big statement in today's exhibition game, noting to those who are watching, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with this coming season. Rivulettes still working hard. They want to get on the board before the end of this period. Rivulette's battling for it behind the net. This is Carriere trying to get a handle on it. Sharks picking it back up again, but it will escape the zone, and they'll have to double back. This is Marin Jugnot. Over to Ella Lloyd and up to Severn. She's got a goal today. In fact, May Severn got us on the board. A little pushing and shoving in the corner. Nothing really comes of that. Charette will go try to grab it in the corner away from Ava Strome, and they'll try to follow the bouncing puck. Another shove into the boards. Ew, Charette goes down hard as she grabs her head. Let's hope she's okay. Trainer with us this year is Krista Hardy. Happy to have her here this year. And we're hoping that Adrielle Charette is okay. We'll let the trainer attend to her. Been a lot of physicality in this game so far. We'll send good vibes out to Adrielle. This place got really quiet. As much as we love the game of hockey, of course, we never want to see something like this happen. So, of course, we send out good thoughts. Looks like she's sitting up. Looks like she's a little bit of a lightheaded, so I'm going to guess she may not play the remainder of the game. I'm going to make a guess on that. Now, the hand was not up for any penalty. I don't think anything's going to be assessed. I think it was just a bad knock into the boards. And Sutton looks to be coming over to give Adrielle a hand, either to the bench or escorted off the ice. Adrielle's up on her feet, and Ella Lloyd is coming in to give her a hand as well, as she's just escorted to the bench by the trainer. So we hope that everything is okay, and certainly probably not playing the regular rest of this game, but we wish her well. She's been fun to watch. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third period, and that kind of knocked the excitement a little bit out of the air, but we'll continue here. Dwayne Eldridge talking to the referees, probably regarding that hit, and I'm going to guess maybe wondering why there wasn't a call on that, but hard to know what the discussion is about. And the referee will skate to the other bench and give whatever explanation to the Cambridge head coach. Everything explained, whatever the discussion was, everything seemed to be okay, and we're going to get set here to resume play with just under 8 minutes to go. It's going to be Strome in the face-off dot against Shannon Pearson, won by the Rivulettes as they want to get on the board here before the end of the third, down 6-0. Shannon Pearson doing a great job keeping her rival off of that puck. Dion up the far side boards. Pearson again battling in the corner with Maddie Kim as Olivia Letty tries to pull it out from that corner, and puck seems to be frozen there, but they do squeak it free, and this is Ava Strome behind Mitchell. Letty will turn and fire, but that hits a couple of bodies and nearly exited the zone. Letty will go off on a line change, and I'm sure she's a bit tired after that. To the point for Kathleen Dion, and she'll work around Franco out to the slot, but just out of reach of Ella Lloyd, so she'll backtrack and collect that in her own end. Pass it over to Dion. Burke trying to come in on the play, and it'll bounce around between a couple of different Rivulettes. Franco trying again to work her way onto that puck. Rivulettes not giving up. It's Riley Scorgi making a bid for the hat trick, just misses on the near side post. Shot in by Myron Jugnot, and the net will come off its mooring, so we'll have a stoppage in play here with just over 6 minutes to go. Rivulettes have it off the draw, and they'll try to pull it out of their own end and into the Sharks' end. They'll battle for it, and it'll come all the way back to Moy Moy Loop. Up to Lormond. Maren Jugnot riding that blue line, maintaining control of that puck, and I've watched her today and yesterday. Great footwork and great puck handling ability from Maren. Lubera has her stick lifted and couldn't pass it over to Reed. But the Rivulettes will get control and get rid of it, and then will go the distance, and that should be enough for icing. And it is. And just like that, we have just about 5 minutes left in the third period. It'll be Lauren Stiles versus Shannon Pearson in the face-off dot, and that's once again won by the Rivulettes, and they've had a lot of success in the face-off dot, winning a lot of their draws. Ella Lloyd moving it over to Jessica Vree and then to Pearson. She'll try to backhand it in, held up at the red line. Rivulette's Carriere trying to move it into the Sharks' end, but faced by May Severin. Here comes Broderick. She'll come in and fire. Wilkinson just gets a shoulder on it. Out in front, Wilkinson sees that, and she'll put a glove down. Wilkinson had a fantastic summer as she was a part of the U18 series versus the United States. In fact, there were 3 goaltenders in that tournament for Team Canada. Of all the goaltenders that played, there were 3 for the U.S. team. Amelia Wilkinson had the best goals against average with only one goals against. So a fantastic summer for her. She has signed on to attend university in the Yukon next year, and we're happy to have her here in Barrie one more year. In fact, 4 Sharks attended that U18 selection camp. So good things happening here in Barrie with the talent. It's awesome to see. Carriere out to Micah Carswell. Jenny Keller picks it up in the neutral zone. Olivia Letty will send it over to Moi Moi Lu, and she'll hold on and then dump it in. It's going to get chased by Kate Stewart. She had a fantastic goal yesterday. They'll battle for it behind Mitchell. Stewart still with it, trying to send it out to Lloyd. Doesn't quite connect. Scorgi trying to work it all the way over to Marin Jugnot. Doesn't work. They'll come back out to the neutral zone. Sharks will dump, and Stewart's going to head to the bench. In the corner, Scorgi looking for Lormond. Connects, but Mitchell's there to put the pad down and shut the door. Another shot in there by Alex Dusome, and Mitchell's ready for that one. So Mitchell on her game here late in the third. Face off again, won by the Rivulettes, and they will clear it out of their own end, but right back onto the Shark stick. Lloyd trying to send it over to Jugnot, just misses her stick, so it will trickle into the Sharks' end. Wilkins for Cambridge, trying to work it forward into Wilkinson, but she's ready for that and steers it aside. Wilkins with it again. Out in front, backhand for Stiles, doesn't quite work as she's hampered by Larmond from behind. This is Reed. Again, every effort trying to get it into the slot area to get a goal. They want to get on the board before the end of this period. Coming into the final 2 minutes. Restori, again, she had the lone goal in yesterday's contest. Sends it down to Wilkins. Out the other end as Franco tries to get in on the action, but it's picked off by the Sharks. Jessica Vree trying to hold on to it on the near side boards. Turn backwards, and now Sharon will leave it for her D. Lubera. Sharon will drop it down to Lubera, and she'll try to send it forward into the neutral zone. Franco couldn't hold on. Here comes Larissa Mayer around everybody with a backhand, but Mitchell's ready. Time winding down. Rivulettes still want to get on the board, I'm sure. Battle on the corner, picked up by Shannon Pearson, trying to move it out to the blue line, but the Rivulettes pick it up. This is Rachel Birch, she'll send it over. Shot in by Jessie Cochimiglio, and there's going to be a penalty call on that for interference. So, 1 minute left in the third period, and again, the Rivulettes are going to have a power play opportunity as Kathleen Dion is called for interference. Sharks never had a power play. Rivulettes not called for anything. Rivulettes trying to take every opportunity to get on the board with all the power play opportunities. Held onto it, the blue line by Carrier. Sharks will clear it and send it down as we go into the final minute of play. Broderick behind Mitchell. Takes a lap, tries to send it out to the neutral zone. She'll get as far as the red line. Scorgi trying to hamper that bid. Well, now that I've said something, of course, now the call, now the Rivulettes are going to get called. It's going to be tripping against Broderick. I saw Wilkinson make a beeline for the bench. It's like, there's a penalty being called. So a bit of 4-on-4 action here with 42 seconds remaining in the game. I always liked 4-on-4, nice wide open action, and how the players have to adapt for just the 4 players on the ice. Dussault to Jugnot. Jugnot will work around Rivers. But Rivers takes that puck away and will escape into the neutral zone as Micah Carswell just couldn't get past Moy Moy. There'll be another call for interference. So with 24 seconds left, there'll be a 4-on-3 here for the Rivulettes. As Moy Moy Lou, number 91, is going to get called for interference. Four-on-3 here for the Rivulettes in the final 24 seconds of this contest. Rivulettes desperately want to get a goal in if they can. Mitchell will leave it as Luberio trying to work it forward and will come into the final 5 seconds. Not enough time to pull Mitchell for an extra attacker. Micah Carswell will come in and give Wilkinson a bit of a snow shower. Just 1.8 seconds remaining on the clock, and what a fantastic game this has been for the Junior Sharks. Great effort by the Rivulettes to stay in on the action. They had a lot of power play opportunities but couldn't convert. And that'll be the buzzer to end the third period. Final score 6-0 and a shutout for Emilio Wilkinson. Exciting times for the Barrie Junior Sharks. I'm looking forward to see what happens with this squad as we go forward into the 24-25 regular season. Once again, the Sharks are on the road for the next 3 weekends with exhibition games down in Mississauga next weekend. The weekend after that, they are in a tournament in Ottawa. And then the weekend after that, they are at the Stony Creek Showcase. So please keep an eye on social media to see how they do. I think they're going to perform rather well. And we'll get set here for the home opener on September the 22nd. That'll be at the Shark Tank, 12:30. See if I can get the final shots on goal. Did I get that texted to me? Yes, final shots on goal, 29-15 for Barrie. It started off fairly even in the beginning of the first period, but Sharks took over and were dominant since then, ending with a score of 6-0, 2 goals from Riley Scorgi. Once again, exciting times. Folks, thanks so much for joining the live stream this afternoon. I can't tell you how happy I have to have you on and watching and being a part of this fantastic season, which I'm sure is going to be awesome. Oh, thanks again for my tech director, Tim Norton, as well as my cameraman, Josh Kotva. It's exciting. I can't wait to see what the regular season holds. And we'll see what happens. Once again, thanks for joining the live stream, folks. I'll say good afternoon here from the Recreational Center here at Allandale, and I will see you soon in about a month. Until then, folks, take care and keep the faith. Good afternoon.